Hey, shalom everyone. This is Amir Tsarfati. I'm live from my home in Galilee, Israel. And these are breaking news. I'm about to wait for a few seconds to see you guys connecting. And I'll update you about the situation up here in the north in the aftermath of the speech of the Secretary General of the Hezbollah, Hassan Nasrallah, and the latest remarks from the Minister of Defense from other political sources in Jerusalem, and also in light of the failure of the visit of the special envoy that President Biden sent, Amos Hochstein. So let me see you guys joining, and please press the share button. These are breaking news, super important. You want to know and you want to share these things, okay? Much of what I share with you here is stuff that I am also sharing on Telegram, and if you're not there yet, remember to download Telegram. It's the only app that allows me to give you news in an unfiltered way. Please do not join fake channels that bears my name and photo. Remember, if the channel that you follow has my name but it has less than 500,000 followers, then it's not me. Do not follow. That's a hoax. So there you go. So guys, breaking news, please share with people. The countdown towards war with Lebanon, with Hezbollah, has thus begun. That's according to political sources in Jerusalem. And that is based on two things. It's based on the failure of the special envoy that President Biden sent to the Middle East to try to reach an agreement that will prevent the war. His name is Amos Hochstein. He just announced that his attempt to bring some sort of a deal has failed. Secretary General of Hezbollah, Hassan Nasrallah, just gave a very, very troubling speech. The speech that he gave, not only in that speech, not only that he boasted that he has great intelligence on everything in Israel, which, by the way, unfortunately, to some degree, he is right. But he also said two things. He said, for the first time, Lebanon is fighting within Israel, or Hezbollah is fighting within Israel, and it's not the opposite. He says, we created a situation where northern Israel is empty, and we're fighting there. That's what he said. Second, he said, we're ready to invade into Galilee. He said the following thing. He said, we are ready to have ground invasion into Upper Galilee. The third thing he said is that he will not stop the war until Israel ends up the war in Gaza. And the most important thing that he said is, which I think the European Union must take very seriously. He threatened an EU member. He threatened Cyprus. And he said that if Israel is going to use airports in Cyprus to launch attacks on Lebanon, on Hezbollah, then Cyprus will also suffer from Hezbollah, which means Hezbollah will launch rockets at Cyprus. Do you understand what just happened? Right now, other countries are being added to the equation. The Israeli chief of staff said that we're ready for any development, and all of our aircrafts are fully loaded in the north, ready to launch, ready to take off. Again, the Israeli political source said that the countdown towards a war with Lebanon has thus begun. we are pretty much convinced, the people of Israel are convinced that a war is inevitable, not because we want war, but because we are in the complete understanding that there is no other way to reach a point where we can get back to live in northern Israel without worrying that there will be another invasion. Israel did not start any war with Hezbollah. As you know, Hezbollah is the one that initiated attacks on October 8th. And since then, they have been clashing with us, causing northern Israel to be abandoned and causing southern Lebanon to be abandoned. They suffered greatly from quite a few losses, and most of the Lebanese, South Lebanese villages are empty or severely damaged. But at the same time, life in Beirut is as usual, and it seems like the state of Lebanon is not really taking responsibility to what a big chunk of Lebanon's population is doing to a neighboring country. So it might be a matter of hours, days, maybe a week or two, but it is inevitable. It's not going to be easy. Yesterday, Prime Minister Netanyahu, for the first time in front of cameras, said to the whole world that America is withholding armament shipments. And by the way, it's illegal because Congress approved that. Biden is just holding it, stalling. Biden wants to apply pressure on Netanyahu to stop the war in Gaza. Biden think that this is the best way to finish this war, but they don't understand that if we finish now, A, Hamas is still in power, B, we don't get all the hostages back anyway. So what's the deal? Hezbollah wants us to stop the war, leave Hamas in power, and clear Gaza Strip. It's not going to happen. So obviously, we're not even close to get to a point where Hezbollah is going to move up north and Israel will avoid a war. A war with Hezbollah is imminent. It's going to be 10 times worse than the one with Hamas. They have hundreds of thousands of rockets. Many of them are precision-guided rockets. They have thousands of drones that they can launch. Some of them are reconnaissance, most of them are explosive drones. They have very sophisticated anti-tank rockets. They're very, there are a lot of stuff that has been smuggled from Iran via Iraq and Syria all the way to Lebanon. It's going to be a tough one. We are about to enter into one of the most difficult periods since the State of Israel was established. I had a staff meeting today with my staff, and I said to them, there's a very good chance that wherever I live, especially wherever we build, connect, things will not exist anymore. And I told them, I'm determined to continue to spread the truth. And if connect will be gone, we're going to build a new one, and we will call it reconnect. We're here to stay. We're here to stay. God is the one who brought us here, and He's the one who's going to protect. And if they hit one thing, we're going to build another one. We're not afraid. We know why we're here. We know that we belong to this place. And I just want you to understand that as of an hour ago, Israel is pretty much convinced that there is no other solution. There is no other way to stop what's going on in the north but to have a war. Now, you need to understand something. When you talk about a war, the element of surprise is crucial. And if we want to eliminate most of the capabilities of Hezbollah, we must strike preemptively. And in order to do that, you have to do that by a surprise, which means wait and do it when they're least expecting. So it's coming soon, it's coming pretty fast, but pray that the strike will be strong, decisive, and hard enough to prevent them from creating horrific damage to the entire country, but mostly to the north. Okay, this is it, folks. Prayer is the most effective weapon for us, the believers, and this is exactly the reason why I'm giving you this message. So as much as you can, pray. Please share this message. Thank you and God bless.